Hello students, today we are going to read the third poem of Flamingo, that is Keeping Quiet. The poem is written by Pablo Neruda, who was born in 1904 and died in 1973. The theme of the poem is the necessity of quiet introspection and creating a feeling of mutual understanding amongst all human beings. There is an emphasis on meditation and self-identification. The poet Pablo Neruda is a Nobel Prize-winning Chilean poet who was once called the greatest poet of the 20th century in any language. So Pablo Neruda is one of the very famous poets of 20th century. He was born in Parral, Chile on July 12, 1904. And there was also a controversy with his affiliation with the Communist Party and his outspoken support to Joseph Stalin. His poetic mastery was never in doubt, and for it he was awarded the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1971. So the poet, his death is also a mystery, as some subsequent investigations explore whether he might have been poisoned. So here we are going to read the poem. The poet says, "Now we will count to 12 and we will all keep still. For once on the face of the earth, let's not speak in any language. Let's stop for 1 second and not move our arms so much. It would be an exotic moment, without rush, without engines, and we would all be together in a sudden strangeness. Fishermen in the cold sea would not harm whales, and the man gathering salt would look at his hurt hands." So the poet Pablo Neruda is here requesting his readers to keep quiet till he counts up to 12, so that they meditate and retrospect and introspect. He is also requesting us not to use any language and not move our arms so much for a while, as it will become a hurdle in keeping quiet. He says, speech can breed contempt, hatred, and discrimination. Man moves his arms to show aggression, to kill and destroy others. The moment everything is quiet would be an exotic moment, because man would not be rushing or hurrying about. When there is no rush or hurry for a second, engines and other machines will stop for a moment. That moment will be a fascinating one, as we shall all enjoy a sudden strangeness of the moment together. No rush, no movement and noise of engines, the threat of sudden strangeness will tie all of us together into an exotic moment. It would bring in a feeling of brotherhood and peace. The poet is also requesting the fishermen in the cold sea who catch fish, especially the whales. They endanger the environment by killing the whales. The poet wants that the fishermen would not harm the whales in the cold sea of the polar regions. The poet tells the men collecting salt to stop over exploiting the nature. The man gathering salt continues gathering salt, forgetting even to examine his hurt hands. This will bring about a relief to the fishermen in the cold sea, and the salt gatherer also will be able to look after their injured, bleeding hands. The poem we would continue. Those who prepare green wars, wars with gas, wars with fire, victory with no survivors, would put on clean clothes and walk about with their brothers in the shade, doing nothing. So the poet says, wars of any kind cause hatred, sadness, and destruction. All kinds of wars must be stopped at once. The green wars against the environment, wars with poisonous gases, and wars with firearms must be stopped now. This refers to the chemical and nuclear weapons. The poet hopes for an end of these wars. In such wars, victory is meaningless, as there are no survivors left after the war. What I want should not be confused with total inactivity. Life is what it is about. I want no truck with death. If we were there, not so single-minded about keeping our lives moving, and for once could do nothing, Perhaps a youth's silence might interrupt this sadness of never understanding ourselves and of threatening ourselves with death. Perhaps the earth can teach us as when everything seems dead and later proves to be alive. Now I'll count up to 12 and you keep quiet and I'll go. So the poet is saying that the politicians and scientists should meditate and introspect and think very clearly how to strengthen humanity. Instead of fighting wars and waging wars, people should come out in their best dresses. They must go out for a walk with their brothers and they must move around under the shady trees and enjoy doing nothing. A good sense will also prevail on the warmongers as they will understand the futility of the same. The poet says that life is a continuous process and it must go on. When there is total inactivity, there will be a halt, which is unrealistic. No? So the poet is saying that what he is saying about introspection, it should not be confused with total inactivity. When man thinks only of his personal achievements and progress without involving anyone or thinking about anyone, he thinks single-mindedly. In his personal pursuit, he is even forgetting his emotional needs. This has made him sad and lonely. The poet wants the people to stop all destructive activities and meditate and introspect on all their follies. The poet is urging us that destructive activities or for personal gain must be abandoned. Man forgets that he is an inhabitant of the earth and his activities can be responsible for his death. The poet does not want that we should confuse stillness with total inactivity, and he says that doing nothing at all would amount to death. It will be equivalent to death. So we should not be always on the move. For a while we should also take rest. A long silence can do us a lot of good. Men become sad when they fail to understand themselves. They feel helpless when they threaten themselves with death. A long silence can soothe our feelings and help us in removing our sadness. The poet is asking us to take a lesson from the Mother Earth. It rejuvenates after total annihilation. New life comes from dead remains. We know that the seeds which are lying dead under the earth, when rain falls, they germinate again. No? So after total annihilation, after total destruction, also Mother Earth is capable of producing life. Greed and selfishness must be abandoned and people must have unity, love and brotherhood among themselves. The absence of these two traits, that means introspection and understanding, amounts to various conflicts in the world. With the development of mutual understanding comes empathy, and then our life becomes a pleasant experience. So keeping quiet and discharging our duties peacefully will evolve better understanding in us. So the poet is again urging us that I will count up to 12 and you keep quiet. That is how the poem ends.